It's week 6 of the National Football League, where we'll get a look at this team's reigning league MVP. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. This should be a good one to watch on Sunday night.
While the sun is set there. Five weeks come and gone, and we're off in week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. Bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
And his first pass falls incomplete. Well, as we get a look at their key inactives this week, we can tell they've dealt with their fair share of injuries, but Brock still playing a lot of winning football.
They've just been able to feed off that adversity. Every time they've won with guys out, you can just feel it's like a boost. Just that boost of morale that we can do this. And those guys who are out, the ones recovering, well, you know they love to see it. It's pushing them to recover and get back out there so they can be a part of this run.
And he'll get it up to the 44. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He takes it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
He's on the move. He keeps it and takes off. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often the unit can't keep that contained in a play like that. Go for a big gain.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Looking from the gun, it's Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Motioning the tight end left. Getting the fullback involved here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. He'll throw it. Cut out left. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Marshawn Lattimore up for the secondary for the stop. Third and a lone yard coming up. Off the plate fake, he'll throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll give him a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looking right, and he finds it. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
All set up now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
To the air, 3rd and long. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. These guys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a 3rd time for 6.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now pause as we attend to an injured player, and you could hear the stadium take a collective breath. It's their quarterback, Anthony Richardson, who's in need of some assistance. All right, here we go. 2nd down. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Throwing from the gun. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're It's a close game already out of hand. Coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
He has it at the 22. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they're going to take over possession. Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second down now, 7 to go. They've got a man in motion. They give it to him again. Down the sideline to the 45. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll give him a first down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Complete out to the right. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We're back, and we'll join this drive already in progress to begin quarter 2. They're moving it well, but now face a 3rd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. It doesn't get much easier than this. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative, is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
After the field goal, they'll boot it away and put their defense back out on the field. Takes it just shy of that end zone. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line, thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's a throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Avoids the sack. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Back to throw now. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun here. Pittman's got it. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The home teams ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Throw left side, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing that 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. Have him gain up a handful there. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. 1st down play, that's in 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. give now to the running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give him a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger if that back remains hungry.
That's low and bounces short of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Right up the gut. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Their punter making his way out now. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Colts will take over. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
It's the 2-minute warning here in the first half. The Colts with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. Second down now, 7 to go. Pass play now. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Jordan Stout on that a punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it's going to be their football coming up. They've got first down from the 31. Throwing now, off play action. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Colts will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looks like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of them. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. He's dropping back to throw. Throw complete to Williams. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch the Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
And we haven't even hit the break yet, but already we're looking at this likely becoming a 100-yard game for him in the very near future, and expect more to follow after that. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They're throwing it. Has it downfield, working the left. And he'll get it up to the 44. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So we're at halftime of this Sunday night matchup. Now it's time we checked in around the league. Here's Jonathan Coachman with the EA Sports Halftime. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. He's got a touchdown in this game, as we see now where that helps land him among the NFL's leaders in that category. Here's a give up the middle. He's got to gain a 6 there. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34. He's got a man left. That goes for 36 yards. And that'll be a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. Back to throw. Complete over the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Blown back, it's the handoff. is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Give him 4 on that play, so now they've got 2nd and goal.
4-yard jam brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Now the PAT try coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys drive their lead to 11. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Colts ready to take the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with an option, right side. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Kate, this is why coaches across all levels of football are putting the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
From midfield now. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Calling a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that. A guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
On target to downs. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at it. to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and you'll get what you need.
They are now set for first and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. He's going to throw this one. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
From the gun on third down. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
These third and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. The time on third and short, they can't get the job done.
And he crashes into a wall. That only gets back to the line of scrimmage. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
Well, a blitz on fourth down is a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Had a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Throwing now from the gun. Makes the grab and bounds outside. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy. And the Colts into the dime, set for third down. Pass play coming here. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 17-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. With a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd down from the gun. Looking for an open man.
The pass on 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they're out to try for the field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
They'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds his man Downs. And he runs out of bounds at the opposing 45. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way. Give to Williams from the gun. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Jake, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
He started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Now this offense getting set to work here. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on 1st down. Give him 13 on that play. And they're going to have a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
1st down from the red zone. And a man is there to knock that away.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DP knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Sending the tight end in motion left. Here's a give on first and goal. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just one.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. Stopped for no gain, and it leaves them 6 yards out on third and goal. Throwing from the gun here. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got fourth down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Colts offense set to head out. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looks like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that'll bring up second down. They'll throw it. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he adds some yards to the pick before they bring him down.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They send a man in motion. They'll throw to begin this drive. It's caught at the 4. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll try and punch it in. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him a couple yards on that run, and this sets up fourth and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys close to extending their unbeaten streak to 6-0. Less than a yard, all that's needed on fourth and goal. One more push from the ground game. And he's in for the touchdown. These guys keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on fourth and goal.
And to do it on the ground at that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on fourth down.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give them the ball at the 40-yard line.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. Slated downs to approach here from the 40. To the air now on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you're on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Trying again, following the sack. Fights off the pressure. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Dropping back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Desperation time here on 4th. Oh, brother, it's another interception. He breaks the tackle. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And he's able to work this down to the 41. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Cuts it to the right sideline. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. This celebration begins for our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.